everybody, it's Christine with your weekly dose of radical self-reflection and practical direction. And today I have a super duper simple practical vlog for you, but it's really useful. And I want you to learn what kind of learner you are. Basically, there are three ways we learn, either auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. And all of us have a flair towards one type of learning. Now, you may think you know how you learn best, but I'm going to give you a really easy test so you know how you best learn. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you are in a really busy restaurant and you're having a conversation with someone and you're sitting directly across from them. And I want you to consider which of these three scenarios would be most distracting. Which of these three scenarios that I'm going to describe are going to distract you most from the person that's talking. Okay. So would you be distracted most if there were lots of TVs and different video screens behind the person? Would that catch your eye and make you tune out? Second scenario, if you could overhear the conversation of the people at the table next to you, or there was really loud music, would that distract you? Or if you were really uncomfortable in your seat, or people were too close to you, or the temperature was off and you just felt kind of weird, would that distract you the most? So which one of those scenarios, all the screens, the loud sounds and music and conversations, or just feeling uncomfortable, which distracts you the most? So whatever your answer is, that's the kind of learner you are. So if all the screens distracted you the most, you're a visual learner. If the conversations distracted you most, you're auditory. And if the discomfort physically distracted you most, then you're kinesthetic. Why does this matter? Why is it important to learn? Well, anytime you want to learn a new skill or start a new practice, for example, meditation, you want to know how you really learn best so that your learning process and establishing a new process can be easy and graceful. Now, I was inspired to do this vlog because a woman in one of the seminars I was teaching asked me about meditation. And I had guided her through an auditory practice, and she said, it's just not really working for me. It's really hard for me to pay attention to what you're saying. So the next time I guided her through a process, I worked a lot on visualization. It was all about her seeing things and seeing colors and seeing images. And the meditation worked much better because she's a visual learner. So let's just use that example of meditation. Say it's a practice you want to start or something you want to deepen. If you're a more auditory learner, maybe think of downloading some things like HoloSync, which is just sounds, music that you can really just listen to. That may deepen your practice. If you're a more visual learner, you can practice actually meditating looking at a burning flame, keeping your eyes open, or using meditations that use a lot of guided imagery. And if you're more kinesthetic, you can learn meditation better if you're really comfortable, if you get a nice meditation pillow and you set the scene. So this is just a simple thing, but it goes a long way because a lot of times we try to force ourselves into learning something new and we get frustrated. But if we learn best either by listening, watching, or feeling into something, then that can not only make learning easier, but the experience of learning a lot more fun and fulfilling. So I hope that's helpful to you. Know that we're a hybrid of all those three learning skills, but we all have one that works for us the best. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.